You probably think you own your digital games. After all, you paid for them. They sit in your library, you can download them wherever you want, so they must be yours, right? Well, not exactly. Because somewhere over the last 20 years, gaming quietly changed one of its oldest rules, and most of us accept it without even realizing it. There was no announcement, no console reveal, no dramatic moment, just one click. And from that point on, buying a game no longer meant owning it. Today, millions of players have spent thousands of dollars building libraries they may never truly control. But how did we get here? And why did almost nobody notice? To answer that, we need to go back to a time when buying a game meant something very different. For decades, owning a game was simple. You walked into a store, picked up a box, paid for it, went home, and that game became yours. Not Sony's, not Nintendo, not Microsoft, yours. You could lend it to a friend, sell it years later, find it in your attic decades after buying it. As long as the hardware still worked, the game worked too. No internet, no accounts, no servers, no permissions. That wasn't just convenient. It created trust. Players trust that once they bought something, it belonged to them. For years, that never changed until the internet arrived. The internet solved problems gamers hated. No scratch discs, no shipping delays, no sold-out launches, no midnight queues. Just click, download, play. It felt like the perfect evolution. And honestly, it was. Digital games made gaming faster, cheaper, more accessible. Millions of players switched. Because why wouldn't they? Convenience won. But convenience came with something hidden. Something buried inside of the legal task. You stopped buying a product and started to buying a permission. That one change rewrote the relationship between gamers and publishers. Did you know that when you buy most digital games, you're not actually buying the game itself? You are usually buying a license. A license gives you permission to play, but permission is an ownership. At first, that difference doesn't seem important, until one simple question: what happens when the company decides to take that permission away? We'll come back to that, because the answer explains why so many players are suddenly worried about preserving games. This isn't an hypothetical problem. It's already happened. Games have been delisted, digital stores have closed, licenses have expired, entire online worlds have disappeared, sometimes because of music rights, sometimes because servers shut down, sometimes because publishers simply move on. The scary part? Many of those players did nothing wrong. They paid, they supported the game, and yet, one day, it was simply gone. That's the difference between owning something and being allowed to access it. Before we go any further, I'm curious, when was the last time you bought a physical game? Or have you gone completely digital? Let me know in the comments. I genuinely want to hear both sides of this debate. And if you enjoy documentaries that explore the stories behind gaming, consider subscribing. It helps the channel more than you might think. And if this topic got you thinking, share it with a friend. I would love to see what side of the debate you'll land on. Now, let's look at why the industry moved in this direction. This wasn't secret conspiracy. There were real advantages. Digital stores removed manufacturing costs, no plastic cases, no shipping, no retailer taking cut. Updates became easier, sales became instant, subscriptions created steady income. From a business perspective, it made perfect sense, and for players, there were real benefits too. Thousands of games available instantly, automatic updates, cross-device access, cloud saves. The truth is, digital gaming solved a lot of problems, but it also changed something fundamental. Instead of owning games, we started trusting platforms. If you watch my documentary about cloud gaming, this might sound familiar, because cloud gaming isn't a separate revolution, it's the next chapter. When games live entirely in the cloud, there is nothing left to own. Only access, only permission, only subscriptions. Cloud gaming doesn't eliminate ownership. Ownership had already started disappearing years earlier. Cloud gaming simply makes that reality impossible to ignore. At the beginning of this video, I said that buying a game no longer means what we used to. Not because anyone lied outright, but because the meaning of buy quietly changed. For decades, buying meant ownership. Today, it often means access. Maybe that's a fair trade. Maybe convenience is worth it. After all, digital gaming has made incredible experience available to more people than ever before. But there is still one question every player should ask. When you buy a game, what exactly are you buying? A product or a permission? Because this story isn't really about the discs, or downloads, or digital storefronts. It's about trust, it's about preservation, it's about the relationship between players and the worlds they love. Gaming has always been about escaping into incredible experiences. The question now is whether those experiences still belong to us, or whether we are simply borrowing them for as long as someone else allows. Maybe that's the biggest change gaming has ever made. Not better graphics, not bigger worlds, not faster hardware, but quietly changing what it means to own a game.